Over a decade after the events of the first film, the film begins with Jake Sully chronicling his modest and peaceful life as chief of the Omaticaya clan, and raising a family with his woman, NetHD, which includes his sons Netyum and Loak and his son Tak, his espoused son Kuri, born from Grace Augustine Slow Na6 icon, and a mortal boy named Spider, the son of Miles Quaritch, who was born on Pandora but was unfit to be transported to Earth in cryostasis. While Jake is suitable to accept Spider as an espoused son, NetHD is distrustful of him given his mortal origins. Still, all the children mingle and fraternize well with each other, including Spider, whom Kuri is tender with indeed though he's immortal. Spider doesn't embrace his mortal heritage and feels more inclined to Na6 culture and traditions. They lead a normal life until one day they notice a strange star in the night sky. Important to their dismay, they realize it's a RDA space boat with humans returning to Pandora to populate it, erecting a new main operating base yet again. Among the new advents in the boat is Colonel Quaritch, who has been reproduced into a Na6 body and with his recollections uploaded from before his death. As a result, Quaritch is unfit to flash back his demise at the hands of Jake but is only suitable to recollect the events in the history, and his revengeful charge to exclude Jake. To help the RDA from exploiting Pandora again, Jake leads a strategic guerrilla operation against the RDA force lines, weakening them. In one of the operations, Loak, who disobeys Netyum and eager to prove himself, tries to help Jake in battle but gets wounded. Jake rescues and disciplines him to not jeopardize his own safety by being reckless. That night, while tending to his injuries, NetHD calmly reminds Jake to be not too hard on Loak, to which Jake expresses his concern as a father for the safety of his children. Meanwhile, the Retribution Act on the RDA force lines does not sit well with Quaritch, who initiates a hunt charge to kill Jake. During a sportful adventure, Jake's children along with Spider explore deeper into the rainforest. Unknown to them, Quaritch and his platoon are at the same vicinity, exploring the point where Quaritch gets to see his human remains. An observant Loak notices their presence and snappily informs his father Jake, who's advised to the situation. Still, a skirmish occurs and Quaritch's team captures Jake's children. Jake and NetHD arrive in time and free up most of them, but Spider is taken by Quaritch, who recognizes him as his son. Aboard the boat, the RDA tries to coercively prise information about Jake from Spider, who refuses to give. Changing strategy, Quaritch addresses Spider as his son and also to explain further about their Na6 in exchange for his freedom on his side. Although cooperative and ignorant of Quaritch's factual charge, Spider teaches Quaritch about Na6 culture. Quaritch is also successfully suitable to constrain an Ikran flying critter as his vehicle. Knowing the peril Spider's knowledge of his whereabouts poses to their safety and also to avoid another catastrophe, Jake convinces a reticent NetHD and his family to banish themselves from the Omaticaya clan and retreat to the eastern seacoast of Metkana, a coral reef islet whose clan and life is acclimated to Pandora's submarine niche. Jake passes on his principal mantle to his successor and leaves together with his family to Metkana. Once arrived, they are saluted by the clan principal Tonowari and his woman, Ronald, who's doubtful of them originally. Still, Jake explains their situation and they're agreed to stay and given sanctum. Indeed, though some tribesmen mock Jake and his children for their inheritable mortal heritage, the family learns the ways of the reef people, earning the respect of them. Kuri is fascinated with the submarine life of Metkana and develops a spiritual bond with the ocean and its brutes, while Loak befriends Tsureya, the son of clan principal Tonowari and his woman, Ronald. While conforming to their new terrain, Loak gets into a fight with Tsureya's family Aonung when he makes a crude joke about Kuri and him of their mixed mortal lineage. Jake admonishes his son for his jest. At Jake's asseveration, Loak returns to apologize to Aonung and his musketeers. Still, they allure him to a trip into the home of a dangerous ocean bloodsucker and leave him stranded as a vengeance. The ocean bloodsucker tries to attack Loak. Still, Loak is saved by and befriends Pyakan, a Tulkun, an intelligent and peaceful cetacean species whom the Metkana consider their spiritual family. Upon his return to Metkana, Chief Tonawari, who came apprehensive of Aonung's conduct on Loak, asks the former to apologize to Loak. Still, Loak takes the blame on himself, winning Aonung's fellowship. He's also told that Pyakan is an castaway among his species. Meanwhile, on a trip to an offshoot of the Tree of Souls, Kiri links with it to meet her mama, but suffers a violent seizure. She's healed by Ronald, but when Jake calls Norm Spellman and Max Patel for help, Quaritch is suitable to track them to the archipelago where the reef people live. Bringing Spider with him, he commandeers a whaling vessel which is hunting Tulkuns to gather their brain enzymes for creating anti-aging remedies. Quaritch begins to severely question the indigenous lines about Jake's position. Failing that, he orders the whaling crew to wantonly kill the Tulkuns in order to draw Jake out. Loak mentally links with Pyakan and learns that the Tulkun was cast out because he went against the ways of his species and attacked the whalers who killed his mama. When the Metkana learn of the Tulkun butcheries, Loak takes off to advise Pyakan, followed by his siblings, Tsureya and Aonung. They find Pyakan being chased by the whalers, and Loak, Kiri and Tuck are captured by Quaritch. With their children in peril, Jake, Nightiri and the Metkana set out to defy the humans. Quaritch forces Jake to surrender, but seeing his soul family gambled, Pyakan attacks the whalers, driving a fight which kills up most of the crew and critically damages the vessel, causing it to sink. Netium rescues Loak and Spider, but is fatally shot. Jake faces Quaritch, who uses Kiri as a hostage. When Nightiri does the same with Spider, Quaritch at first denies his son, but desists when Nightiri cuts Spider on the casket. Jake, Quaritch, Nightiri and Tuck end up trapped inside the sinking vessel. Jake strangles Quaritch into unconsciousness and is saved by Loak and Pyakan, and Kiri process ocean brutes to help her save Nightiri and Tuck. Spider finds and rescues Quaritch, but leaves him due to his atrocity towards the NA6 and putting his thing to kill Jake's family over being his father, and getting a good man, leading him back to return Jake's family. After Netium's burial, Jake and his family decide to stay with the Metkana permanently. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, shares it and subscribes this channel Hollywood NetHD for new and best Hollywood movies summary and upcoming movies trailers.